Just keep it a buck. No.
Alexa, what's your favorite letter in the LGBTQ community? IA.
Well, I said
What's your favorite letter?
I said L.
Okay. But,
That's true. That's real. Kaylin's favorite letter is L.
okay.
What's yours, Alexa?
She said okay.
I
I
mean,
think L is my favorite
I
too.
can't really like. I mean, like I asked before, like I don't really know like the detail, like how all of it is. Like,
Oh, you need somebody to break
I
it down.
need, but he doesn't
Break it down,
wanna
big
break
dog.
it down.
That's very true. I
Like,
can't.
I don't
You know.
really know.
Okay.
Just
I mean,
Google
I
it.
know
All of us
lesbian,
know
like, I
what
Google it.
L is.
saying.
Everybody
Google
knows
it.
what
Right.
L is.
So I guess
You
that
like
would be my
alternative lifestyles, don't you?
Because that's the only one I
Alternative
know.
lifestyle sounds
Break
actually
it
appealing.
down if we have,
Break it down, Janet. Break it down. Break it down.
if we must.
We must. We must.
L
So
is
Alexa
for-
get her answer. We have to break it down.
L is for the lesbians. B is for bi.
Mm-hmm.
G is for gay.
There's a T in there.
T is for trans. That's trans men.
Women.
Trans men and trans women. Women who used to be men and men who used to be women.
Which is transsexual, right? Is that the same thing?
Transsexual is the same thing.
Okay, bet.
Q. Queer.
Q is for queer.
Yeah, what does that mean?
We're still.
Those are queer. I'm a queer. Like it falls.
Is gay
under
and queer the
umbrella.
same thing?
Yes,
G and Q?
gay and queer is the same thing.
Why do y'all got two letters?
Because that's our shit.
Because I got two
That's
letters.
fucking my shit up, dude. I can't get all these. No, I can't get it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna
Queer used
figure
to
it
be
out.
used as a terminology to offend
Yeah, it is.
gays. And we took the power of queer back. We took that shit and we made it.
Who is
our
we?
shit.
The community or just gays?
No, I'm not even gonna say the community. Because the community, if I'm saying community, I'm talking about black people, and we're not talking about black people. We're
No, I'm
talking
talking
about
about the LGBTQ community.
no, the LGBTQ community. We did not. We don't walk around calling ourselves queer and just saying, "Oh, you're a queer. You're a queer."
When you start pointing at me, I was like, holy shit, what's happening right now?
No, it was like when people would get mad
Give us the
and
history.
make like this derogatory remarks.
It's like
Right.
It's like calling this.
No, it's not.
like if so,
It could.
would be the same
I'm just
thing.
fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you, Kate.
It would be the same thing. Like if someone is saying it to be offensive,
Yeah.
and
Let's
they
be
don't
real. We're just
know
trying to get
you,
Alexa's answer right now. But yeah, we got you.
If they don't know that they're being offensive and they call you that, you can't say that because you don't know
That's
if
very
I
true.
am or not.
That's very
So
true.
I wouldn't want you to address me like that if you don't know who I am.
Yeah.
That would be me just going up and saying, "Oh, you're a hetero." You're a hetero, right?
That's offensive.
You're a hetero, right?
Right.
Like, are you hetero? Or are you homo? Which are you? And you gonna be like, "Man, I'm a hetero. What you mean?"
Yeah, fuck you mean. Fuck
So,
you mean. I'm just kidding.
but that goes back to what I'm saying with labels.
Yeah.
No. Back to what I was saying, Lexus. All right,
Oh
but
my god.
you got it broken down
I
for
mean,
you.
I really.
We did this
can't-
for you.
I really. Okay, look.
Oh, here
I
we go.
like the L.
I love Alexa's answers because he never answers it.
Shut up. Anyway, I like the L, and
Which is your
then I
favorite?
mean, I have a cousin that is trans, and I love him.
That's not what we're asking you. What's your favorite?
We said the L.
Just say the L, but
That's
I'm
you
just-
like it.
We did.
Okay.
I like the L.
But you said you liked the L and you just shouted out
and
the T's.
I love the T's.
So he went from boy to girl.
I mean, they went
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
They're fun to be around.
All right, another
And
question.
And I like the G's. I mean, I like
The
them
who?
all.
Yeah,
The
they're
G's.
fun to be around.
The
Gays.
G's. Yeah, I like it.
The G's.
I was having this conversation with my
Like,
cousin
Too
this morning.
legit.
They just
Too
people.
legit to
Like, if
quit.
we could just
We're
stop looking at
people.
LGBTQ, I'm
Yeah.
like, they're just people, bro.
They
And
are
they're
people.
fun
That's
as
a
hell.
community.
Yeah. Like some people,
I like the
you'll be
alternative
partying with
lifestyle.
somebody
That
and
shit's
you think
sounds
you go
dope.
about like, what's your sexuality? That's like a
Because
weird
that
question.
never really happened.
Happens. So it's
Doesn't.
like you
Why
don't know who
doesn't
the
it
hell you're
happen?
partying with. Like you
Like,
don't know anything.
The people who know that you're gay are
Yeah.
the people who went to your middle school and your high school, and if you went to college,
and family, like
or your family,
some
or like
family.
some of your coworkers might
Yeah.
suspect if you address it to your coworker or something like that. But
Jared,
you're
I
just
have a
not
question.
walking down the street saying, "Oh, I'm queer and I'm here."
Right.
No, there's a way to doing things because I'm an artist.
Yeah.
But
Artiste.
because I'm an LGBTQ artist, I label myself an LGBTQ artist because I write from the gay experience.
Gotcha.
So that's
Ooh,
a genre
what is
that
the
not
gay
every.
experience?
If you're not LGBTQ, you can't just say, "Well, I'm going to buy an LGBTQ book." Now, if you choose to, you can definitely do that because I have books just for y'all. But you're more than welcome to. It's all in perspective. It's a matter of perspective. And again, because we are
I feel left out. all these
heteros.
communities.
You have your little community.
The heteros.
Okay.
Lil, she put the Lil on that shit. Damn, the disrespect on that side of the table.
But
I be trying to answer her question.
It's
Is
just
this how she treats me?
labels. We have to get away from label constraints because we see what's going on in Congress.
F Congress.
It's Congress is telling us that women can't control their bodies.
Yeah.
So they're telling them that we're going to take care of that for you. It's the same thing that they're telling LGBTQ people that we're going to go to hell just for existing.
Is Congress telling you that, or
it's in politics. It plays a part in politics.
It does? Everything plays part in politics,
Right. So I'm in a position as a human being that I understand that I know the history of what gay people went through. I know what my community went through. I know that we were eradicated. I know that during the 70s and the 80s when HIV and AIDS was sent out into the communities, it was specifically labeled for
the gay disease.
LGBTQ people. It was a white disease. It was for the Puerto Ricans. Like, people were devastated when this came out. So it was bigger than that. They were trying to eradicate it because they started to see that it wasn't just a one particular race. It was affecting everyone.
Jarek, I got a question.
What you got?
My next question is there a difference between the black LGBTQ community and a white LGBT community? How does race affect these communities? Is it the same experience?
Wow.
Is it the same experience? What's the different experience? I know it's not the same. I ask loaded questions on this podcast.
I would say it's the same experience. It's the same experience because a black man who happens to be gay is going to take the same shit that a white gay man is going to take. We're gonna have to endure
as deep
the
as
same.
that? Really?
It's still the same. And in the South, I'm not even going to say in the South, in the world, because gays are already shunned upon. Being a homosexual in society is shunned upon. It's shunned upon on so many levels.
Well, do you feel like it's more? I feel like I know this answer, but do you feel like it's more accepted in our individual communities then? Like, do you think the white community is more acceptance to the LGBT community than the black people are acceptance in their own community?
I would say it's equal both ways because it works both ways.
Jerry, you should be a politician.
I don't want to be a politics. I hate public speaking.
What? That's the part you hate?
I hate
that part?
That
out of
part.
all the other evil shit that goes on? That's the part you can't.
And not only that, I just don't want the responsibility of having to defend my community.
That's true.
Because when you have to take this on, it becomes you're the face of the LGBTQ community. You have to be the role model. You have to be the standard because there are standards that has been placed on society of who we supposed to be. So I would say for both black and white people, no matter what race, all across the board, it's the same struggle. When HIV and AIDS hit the scene, it wasn't just affecting one race or the other. It was affecting all. And that did not matter what race you were. It didn't matter what sex you were. So it wasn't even about black or white. It didn't matter about your heritage. It didn't matter. It mattered more about this is a problem. We want to eradicate it. It's bigger than what we are expecting it to be. And we don't need that to be the issue. But that's the issue that was placed.
I have a question. So do you feel
That's a
like,
question.
because I know like you were saying like HIV spread between black and, white, gay.
It was all communities.
Yeah. Do you feel like y'all were treated equally, like medically?
Oh, damn.
Because I was watching, I
was
love
watching.
Pose. I love Pose. And
That
so-
was my joint.
And I watch it, and I was just, I can't remember what season I'm watching on TV, but they were pretty much saying, Pray, he died.
Pray tell Billy Porter.
He gave it to, what's baby boy? He gave his medicine to.
Shout out to Pose.
He gave his medicine to
What's his
the Damon, the guy who played Damon,
Yeah.
Dylan Burnside.
Yeah, so he sacrificed himself in order for him. Because
What the hell does that mean? Sacrifice?
pretty much. So at that time, how the storyline is set up is
Oh, you ain't got to
It
give me
was
the
only, like,
storyline.
what,
You just
two
tell me how he
people?
sacrificed
It
himself.
was only, I'm going to tell you, it was only like 2 people who got, black people,
Yes.
black men who got accepted into the HIV trial, which the medicine.
What does that even mean?
It's
Oh,
pretty
the
much-
medicine
yeah,
trial.
for their medicine trial. And so majority of them were white. So they had started, I guess, having protests
Shortage,
for that.
yeah.
Yeah, they had shortage, and then it was protests about how many
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
races were being treated unequally. And so he stopped taking his medicine and giving it to a younger
smokes.
person for them to live.
Damn.
Yeah, because the
deep.
younger person was getting ready, to pass over.
Holy shit.
So he was like, he was older, so I guess he was like, time
Dang,
ran off.
bro. That's deep as heck.
So do you feel like they're treated medically? You feel like y'all are treated medically equal?
You mean gays? Are gay people treated the same
Are you talking
way
about-
in
are you talking about
hospitals
racist?
as straight people?
You talking about the race or different? Or
No,
just
like, do you feel like between the two races,
black gays and white
black
gays.
gays, white gays, do you feel like y'all are treated equally medically?
Now or then?
Not even, no, well, I guess now, because it's not then.
Because I can't speak for them.
Yeah, right.
I was born during the late 80s, so I don't know anything about that. Pose is literally what taught me what was going on
Yeah.
in that time.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. To be
So-
watching it.
And I said this on my podcast because
Here's
I
a
did.
podcast.
I actually did my own interp
Okay.
for the show when the show wrapped up. And
You should watch it.
the show tied loose ends of my life together
Holy
because
smokes.
I learned my culture watching the show. I lived my culture, but I never got to see what the ballroom culture was. I didn't know where it came from.
Yeah.
I was always going to the clubs. I always was in the club scene to see what was going on, but I never knew where it came from.
Yeah, where.
So to be now in this time, in the time that we're living in, I can't really speak on that because I don't necessarily know what their issues are.
Okay.
I don't have the white experience.
Yeah.
If I may.
Yeah,
I don't have the white experience. I've always this is something that I said in another interview. I'm black first.
Gay after. Yeah.
I'm gay second.
Yeah.
How'd you know he's gonna say that? Fucking mind read.
Because that's the
Witchcraft.
experience that I have as a human being.
Yeah.
First, I am a male who happens to be black that is also happening to be gay. So I'm having 3 experiences at the exact same time.
Yeah.
I'm having 3 separate experiences at the exact same time. And it really shows you who you are when you have to take on these type of experiences. Not only that, I'm the oldest of my siblings, so I had to still be the protector. I still had to be the man of the house.
That's real.
So it was again, it's the dynamic.
Yeah.
It's all about dynamics.
That's deep.